Hey guys, Pasty here. So it is my turn to cook dinner for all of us at the group home here today. All the residents are counting on me to make a super good dinner. So I decided that I'm going to cook a group favorite, which is a traditional Jewish dish called Weiner Schnitzel. And it's actually super easy to make and a big crowd pleaser, and it's one of Israel's national dishes. So I'm super excited for all the residents here to try it and to bring you along with me for the ride. So the first thing you're going to do is pound your meat, and you're going to want to use a cutting board. You should not use a plain wooden cutting board because bacteria from the meat can sink into the cutting board. So in this case, I covered it with wax paper, but if you have a plastic cutting board, that would probably be even easier. So you're going to want to spread out your meat on a cutting board, like I said, and just start pounding. You're going to pound away. This is originally my bubby's recipe, and she would have her grandchildren pound the meat, and it's kind of a workout, not gonna lie, but she never let us be lazy because pounding the meat breaks down the fibers and makes it really, really tasty and really, really soft, and it's especially good for pork. And as you can see, it literally doubles size. So you're going to want to make sure that you pound it so well with whatever meat mallet or whatever you have that it gets big. So this is the breading. You're going to put the breadcrumbs on a flat plate. You're going to get a shallow bowl, and you are going to put 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of milk, some salt and pepper, and then whatever kind of spices you want. Just be creative if you feel like it, and then you're going to whisk it. And you're going to whisk it real good so that the egg whites aren't too stringy and that they're just really smooth. And you're just going to take your pork or your meat and you're going to coat it completely in the egg mixture. Make sure that the egg mixture is all over it, and then you're going to put it in the breadcrumbs. And make sure that the breadcrumbs are completely covering the meat or the pork. And, people get angry. They get angry if their meat, their schnitzel is not breaded correctly. So make sure you do it right. Yeah, and in order to keep the area clean, I made sure to use wax paper, as you can see all around my cooking station. We all take turns cleaning here at the group home, and right now in the kitchen, the cleaner is my fellow resident here, Miss Linda, and she is here for anger management. I do not want to upset her with a bunch of rogue crumbs everywhere. Breading the pork took me a good 10 minutes, but, this is a part of Jewish culture. Jews actually did invent this dish, and it is one of the most popular foods in Israel, and it has been for literally thousands of years. So definitely make sure to make Wiener Schnitzel as often as you can, even though, it can be some amount of work. Next, you're going to take your seed oil of choice. Any seed oil will do. Mine is from Publix here on West Palm Beach. And then I have my electric skillet, and I'm heating up the oil to a medium-high heat. Be very, very careful, but it will start to kind of boil a little bit. And just put your meat on there. It's going to boil and bubble. Be very careful. Make sure it doesn't splash up at you. And you're going to cook it basically for 2 minutes on each side. My good friend here, schizophrenic friend, Mr. Bill, he likes his a little on the crispy side. So I cooked his a little bit more, as you can see. But I kind of burnt it for him, but you can cook it different lengths, but 2 minutes on each side should be good, just as long as you pounded it enough and it's thin enough. So this is the final product. This is the plate. With the potatoes, make sure that you don't put any butter on the potatoes, only put olive oil, because we want to make sure that we remain kosher and that we keep, milk and meat products off the same plate. And then with your pork, it's going to be nice and crispy and delicious. And I went ahead and tried it here, and it was super, super good. Make sure to try making the Jewish Wiener Schnitzel. Bye, guys.